EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jermaine Johnson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Yellow.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Hey, 57, 57. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Attack, attack. 43, 43. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for New England. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Five. Crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw, it's May. And he spots Henderson, open left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll throw with May. They'll try and do this himself. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jermaine Johnson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To the air, May. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here goes Trot. Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, 5.
Throwing here is May. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14, Patriots nothing. Harrison Butker and a kickoff 14-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The Patriots at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Looking to throw. May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, Kyle Williams, he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kyle Williams, 48 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Butker
on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First and 10 at the 47.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. May going to give it to Henderson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second and 7.
What's that? Five. Crazy.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
What's that? Crazy.
Looking to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Crazy. What's that? Crazy. It's 5. Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They work now on 2nd and 9. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 42. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3 yards. First down, Chiefs.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Yellow. Attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught. Royals with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yellow. Come back. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Butker's kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Been around the world, look humility.
Harrison Butker kicking off for Kansas City.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back.
Now he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Easy. Attack. 57.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24.
Patriots 7. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. stiff arm. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Crazy, crazy. Hey, five.
Back to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This is fielded at the 27. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New England. Taken in at the 11. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. Finding room at midfield. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 20.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
30.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and 4.
Sir, what's that?
Now a handoff running through the middle. Will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Past the 20. 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Sir, what's that? Hey, what's that?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Crazy.
Fourth down, here's May. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way. for with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. There's a line. Attack, attack. Come back. '43. Hey, 15. Hey, ribble it. Attack.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,